there, horror fans, how's it going? I'm your host, Douglas, here at Drown Boy Productions, and you're watching the 31 Days of Trick or Treat. In the first episode, we took a look at the Halloween Ends mask. In the second episode, we took a look at the young Michael Myers clown mask. In the third one, we took a deep, long stare into the dead eye of Michael Myers. And today we're going to be taking a look at something that has terrified me more as a child, much more than anything else that I own in this collection. Because today we're taking a look at the Child's Play 2 Good Guy Skull by Trick or Treat Studios. Child's Play 2 was the first Chucky movie that I ever saw. And as a child, I was never really afraid of Jason, Michael, any of these other slashers, but I was terrified of Chucky. And probably because Child's Play 2 was the first one I saw. That is still, in my opinion, the scariest iteration of the good guy that we've ever seen. Whether it be all the gross body horror stuff at the end of Child's Play 2, or, you know, the fact that he's just so relentless, Chucky scared the hell out of me. And now, I get to own his skull. And I think seeing that skull at the beginning of the movie is one of the things that made me so afraid of Chucky, because it was kind of the idea of, well, first of all, because it's a sequel, he has been completely killed and then brought back. So it's almost like he just can't be killed. Plus, you know, most people would go, oh, tiny little killer? Not that big of a deal. I'll just punt him across the room. He'll be easy to tear apart, whatever the situation may be. But after seeing the metal skull inside, I was like, this is going to be a little bit tougher to take down if you were to encounter it in real life. Yet again, this is using the reasoning skills of a child, but regardless, I now love Chucky. He's one of my favorite slashers. Of course, it seems to be that that's the way it goes. You're scared of it when you're a kid, and then you grow to love it as an adult. It does say that the display stand is included in here, and other than that, not a whole lot more info on it. So I guess let's go ahead and open it up and take a look at it. Inside, we have plenty of foam and tape holding it together. Let's go ahead and carefully remove that. Alrighty. That's pretty cool. One thing I just noticed while removing the tape is that this actually is embossed with the Trick or Treat Studios logo. So if anybody were to try and, I guess, replace the packaging, it would be very noticeable. Guys, this thing is so cool! Check this out. He is nicely nestled in the package. Let's go ahead and take that out and get the display stand put together, and we'll take a look at the head. And the base looks really cool. It's got the Child's Play 2 logo already on it, so no need to get a custom base for this thing. Unfortunately, however, this one, directly out of the box, is already a little bit damaged. It looks like maybe somebody dropped it. There's a pretty good bit of paint that's like sheared off right here. But other than that, I mean, it's exactly brand new. This is a factory new product. On the bottom, it has the Child's Play 2 logo and the skull replica, as well as some copyright info. Alright, I have assembled the stand there, so that's pretty much what you're looking at. Now let's take a look. That is absolutely horrifying, even within the plastic. Oh, guys, this thing is so cool. I do see one small problem with mine, unfortunately, but man, this is super, super fucking cool. Alas, poor Chucky, I knew him well. You can see this, of course, at the intro of Child's Play 2, where for some reason, PlayPal Toys decides, you know what, let's go ahead and use the exact charred remains of this supposedly possessed good guy doll. Let's use that exact corpse to go ahead and recreate this product line. To show people it's completely fine, guys. He wasn't possessed and didn't kill a bunch of people, which of course results in him repossessing a doll and killing a bunch of people. The restoration and revival of the good guy at the beginning of the movie was one of the creepiest things to me watching it as a kid. Something about them just like scraping the teeth, that scene in particular really gets me. And I don't know, this is incredible to have as a fan of the Child's Play series. I'm sure many of you out there watching may already have one of these, and if you haven't and you're wondering how the quality is, I mean, it's very, very nice. It feels like this is made out of a resin. I'm pretty certain that the entire thing is made out of resin. It looks like the bottom mouthpiece here, as well as the actual teeth, are cast separately and then glued in. And that's the only problem that I do have with this particular one. they used a little bit too much glue, so he's got a long line of glue running down the bottom inside the mouth, and it kind of pulls up here at the neck. I don't know how noticeable that is on camera, but it's pretty noticeable in person. That's a bit unfortunate. I'm kind of in between what to do here. The options that I have are A, leave it as is and it's completely fine, just don't worry about it. B, try to remove that and possibly damage the paint job underneath and then just leave it as is, I guess damaged. Or C, remove it and repaint it. I don't really think the whole thing needs a repaint. They kind of nailed that metal tone, but I mean there are some areas where it looks like when they were doing like the wash or adding these little bits that the paint got smeared. It's mostly on the back, but it is somewhat noticeable, so if I wanted to repaint it, I guess it would be worthwhile to do so, but realistically guys, these things are pretty amazing. Alright, we have the Chucky skull on the stand, and now comes the part where we read the excerpt from the Trick or Treat Studios website on this piece. So it says it was sculpted by Josh Ludeman, so I don't know, maybe this was hand sculpted by Josh, perhaps I'm wrong, but I think I recall seeing somewhere that this was actually cast off of the original owned by Garrett. So I'll try to look into that whenever I'm editing, and I'll put information up here on screen stating whether it was one way or the other. Trick or Treat Studios and Universal Studios are proud to present the official Child's Play 2 Chucky skull, Good Guy skull prop. This beautiful skull is identical to the skulls seen in the factory scenes of Child's Play 2. Every detail of the skull is here, including the flesh-filled gums and teeth. This skull is made in poly resin and comes with a beautiful solid wood stand. In addition, the Child's Play 2 Chucky skull Good Guy skull prop comes in full color collector's box. So order your Child's Play 2 Chucky skull Good Guy skull prop and build your own doll factory scene in your front yard this Halloween. I think you would need quite a few of these to make a whole factory scene. Alright, so the head is poly resin. I presume that this is the same type of resin they use for their nameless ghoul masks. It feels very similar and looks very similar with that metal tone. As for the stand, I guess it is wood, and these are normally very, very well made. It is unfortunate that mine already came out of the box damaged, but overall, these are incredibly cool. The one thing that I guess could be a positive or negative is because the whole head is hollow, it kind of will wobble around on the stand. Now, typically, you're going to have this on the stand on display. You're not going to be messing with it, not going to be playing with it, so that's not anything to worry about too much. But, you know, if it's in travel and it's on the stand, I guess I could see that getting beat around a good bit. But you know what? That's why it comes with all the packaging for the box, as well as such a cool box to keep it in. So let's say for some reason you're taking this to conventions with you to have on a table, something like that, I don't know. You would probably just want to keep your box so that you can repackage it in the box for either storage around the house, or for taking it to and from different conventions, etc. I think I have seen a couple of people take these to get signed, and it is a really, really cool item to get signed because it is the skull of Chucky, and you could pretty much have somebody from any entry in the entire franchise sign it. I know that it was mainly seen in Child's Play 2, but I think it would be cool to have signed by just anybody involved in the entire franchise. Now, as for where you can get these good guys, you can order them directly from Trick or Treat Studios or the plethora of other retailers that they work with. And if these are made off of the exact screen-used heads, they are absolutely, without a doubt, worth the price. And if they aren't, realistically, it looks so close that I'm willing to bet Josh had either Garrett's copy there to use as reference, or he just had really, really good reference of the screen-used prop. I think it's a great piece either way, so if you guys are interested, you can go pick one up yourself. I don't know if I'll want to display this thing or not. Probably going to keep it on display, but man, this is going to be one of the creepiest things in my entire house. And with that being said, I guess there's nothing left to do but give you guys some nice close-ups. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I hope you enjoy all the videos we're coming out with this month. Every single day during the 31 days of Trick or Treat, we'll be taking a look at a new Trick or Treat Studios product, and I hope you guys enjoy it. I love you all, thank you for watching, and see you next time.